This matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Wagner in at the center, locking down the middle.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
There's Hero with the three, and it's Wagner with the rebound. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. To the inside, and finished off by Wagner.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Hero against Suggs. Fires the three. Hero, no good. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hero on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Hero. Shot to stop the run. Drains the three-pointer.
Tyler Hero ready to pull the trigger at any time.
Caldwell Pope against Hero. Fires from deep. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Just 5 on the clock. Adebayo with a screen on Suggs. Jaquez can't hit. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it's Banchero missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. It's stolen by Banchero. And now Orlando on the break. Wagner wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Hero against Suggs. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. He takes it in.
On the flash, Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Off target from outside. Miami trailing. Pass to Adebayo. Over Banchero. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Jaquez.
Bam connecting from the outside. That makes him scary when he's knocking down Jays.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's covered by Hero. Kicks it out to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. He lays it in.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Now Adebayo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And finished off by Banchero.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Magic lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero is out there with Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night. This close to the rim, Wiggins can make it look pretty effortless. He just pops it in.
Wagner a screen on Hero. Caldwell Pope dishes to Banchero. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Kicks it out to Wagner. Over Adebayo. And it's Wagner missing. Suggs against Jaquez. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I said it before, the layup, when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And not even giving the D a chance there. Banchero just too quick.
Hero attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hero's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And it's good for 2. And the Magic lead by 3.
Oh, bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Rebound by the Heat. Higgins outside. Jaquez outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. It's stolen by Banchero. That's the 3 fly. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And wow, look at the quickness there from Banchero getting the shot up in a hurry.
Hero, that's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Suggs against Hackett. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Here's Hackett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Miami, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there's some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Adebayo with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Hero against Caldwell Pope. To the paint and stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And they take the lead. Hero's got the lead up to 1 now for the Heat.
You love how eager Wiggins is to involve his teammates. That's a nice assist.
Suggs against Hackett. And that one's good. Suggs has got 10 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
3-on-3. The tray. The shot, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Magic leading by a point. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what has to happen differently on defense?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Terry Rozier is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Highsmith in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Clock at 6. Rozier, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving, don't sit back and be passive.
And you watch Terry Rozier. His playmaking, Brent, has really ascended over the years.
Yeah, Terry has had a really good career and has been a little bit quiet and muted because of where he has played his career, but his opportunity as a secondary role guy to come in and score the basketball and put pressure on the defense, he is a go-to guy for stretches for any team.
Outside for Robinson. No good on the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
from downtown drills the three-pointer. And now a 6-point Magic lead.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So Rozier will bring it up for the Heat. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Love the pass to Rozier. Outside Robinson. Love with the screen for Robinson. Driving in. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Nice long strides for Duncan Robinson to get to that shot.
Anthony against Rozier. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got his first bucket in this one. The Heat trail by 6. And Rozier, here we go. And the shot is good.
Such a light touch on that finger roll. Classic move there.
Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Carter with a screen on Rozier. Anthony, the pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Rozier, here we go.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Driving inside. Oh, offensive interference. And eventually against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game. Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Carter with a screen on Robinson. There's the drive. Black, no good. The Heat have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Rozier. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Rozier's has got 10 points in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Here's Black, guarded by Robinson. Count it, good. Black's got his third basket of the night.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Pass to Jovic. Back to Rozier. A miss that time, would have put him up. Orlando, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Outside Anthony, or for the Magic. Both on the floor at the 3 and 5. It's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Banchero in at the 4. And that one is good.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
Suggs against Hero. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Kicks it out to Banchero. Wagner from long range. That one, no good. Great D that time from Adebayo. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And stolen by Wagner. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them, guys.
Thank you, David. 5 on the clock. Banchero kicks to Wagner. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Miami trailing. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Hero from long range. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And here's Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Banchero. Nailed from three-point land. And the Magic lead by 4.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Up top, Hero. He's covered by Suggs. Hawkes right side. Shot clock at 6. Powered down with both hands.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Banchero finds Wagner. Wagner a screen on Hawkins. And Suggs throws it down.
Using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs with a problem on the drive.
Hawkins outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
That's just some good old-fashioned bully ball from Banchero. Just a physical force.
Outside, Hero. Six to shoot. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Tyler Hero. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Suggs. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 6. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness to make the extra pass.
And the Magic with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. There's the 3. Hawkes with the rebound. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Adebayo kicks to Ware. Adebayo, just 5 to shoot. Hero sets the pick for Adebayo. Right through the cylinder that time, all net. On offense, here are the Magic, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Andrew Wiggins. First personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Here's Hero, and he dunks it down. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And just not the guy you want shooting the ball from the free throw line against you. Caldwell Pope can more than hold his own.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Here's where he's defended by Wagner. Suggs with the steal. So the Magic win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness?
like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possession.
And the starting group for Chicago. Williams and Vucevic are inside. Ball is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Buzelis in at the 3 spot. Now here's Ball. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the 3. The rebound by Ware.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Hero, no good. And Ball will bring it up here for the Chicago Bulls. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. They get it back. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Here's Buzelis. Vucevic, a screen on Jaquez. Buzelis. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Outside Jaquez. Hero with it. Guarded now by Ball. Jaquez, the pass to Wiggins. Pure from 3-point range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Vucevic finds Giddey. Over Hero. And it's Giddey missing. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Wiggins has space. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Ball, a screen on Jaquez. Here's Buzelis. Drives to the hoop. And a two-handed jam.
You're putting it on the deck. Wow. Buzelis is just dangerous on the move.
Hero against Ball. Jacks up with 3. Chicago with a rebound. Pass to Buzelis.
2 minutes.
And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. It's on Tyler Hero. Chicago shooting their first foul shots of the night. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Now here's Adebayo. It's Jaquez on the wing. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Here's the pick. Giddey into the lane. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Hero. No points so far. Adebayo, the open look. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down jumpers.
Ball looks over the floor. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter here. Wiggins outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Kept alive. Jaquez with a screen on Williams. Adebayo, that's good.
Assertive jumper by Adebayo. I mean, he wanted it, so he took it.
Pass to Buzelis. Kitty with a screen on Jaquez. Buzelis. And he jams it home with authority.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Knocked away. Out on his own on the break. He goes up. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
A menace defensively. Ball with the steal. The bucket. Just a great few seconds there.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Just 4 seconds left in the first. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for the Heat. 8 points in the quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Andrew Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in at the 5 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now here's Hero. Yet to see a basket. Adebayo, a screen on Ball. It's Adebayo, high post. From down in the low post, it goes.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, what's been the biggest change, you think?
Well, I think the biggest change, Brian, has been that we don't practice as much. There's much less time spent on the court with your team. It's more done in terms of film and individual work and not 5-on-5 type practice like it was back in 1995.
You mean to say we're talking about practice?
That's exactly right.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards, and you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Ali, he's certainly got the skill level. Pass to Adebayo. Knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ware, covered by Vucevic. Ware, that's good. And the Heat lead by 2.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
Wiggins against Ball. To the paint. Here's Buzelis. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds now. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Jaquez against Ball. Here's Adebayo. Drops in the layup for 2. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Ball no good.
Okay, nice crossover, but it means nothing if you can't complete the shot.
A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Now here's Adebayo. He's got 12. Takes the 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Bulls trail by 4. It's Giddey on the wing. He's guarded by Hero. Ball outside. Back to Giddey to stop the drought. And it's good on the layup. Giddey's gotten his second bucket on the night.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his third foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Outside Giddey. A minute 9 left to play in the first half of basketball. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo.
Chicago foul. Buzelis. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Wiggins. There's 47 seconds left in the half. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Now here's Wiggins. Tightly guarded. To the wing, right side. Clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. They can't stop the run with that one.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. 3-point lead. Ball outside. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Chicago ahead, up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Smith out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Terry in at the 2. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Offensive rebound, Robinson. Here's Highsmith, covered by Smith. 6 to shoot. Highsmith passes to Rozier. Second chance shot. Smith with the rebound.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's White. Down low. Here's Collins.
Appreciate the effort from Love. Very good with defensive positioning.
And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Collins. Over Love. The bank shot, no good. Pass to Jovic. Here's Rozier. And there's the screen. Let's go with a 3. Miami, no good that time either. Chicago leading by 3. Smith inside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Outside Robinson. There's a screen by Love. Robinson into the lane. Outside for Love. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys, but now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates. Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Rozier against White. Screen by Robinson. Rozier, the pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 3. Good work defensively by White. Bulls leading by 5. Collins right side. Smith outside. Here's Terry, pounded by Rozier. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Chicago shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away. Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Gordon Tucker, the pass to White. Lays it up and banks it in. White's gotten 4 this quarter.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
White against Rozier.
The defense tries to stop Rozier.
And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed, even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw good from Rozier. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
You gotta commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
They might have the best hair in the NBA. Here's Terry. White with a screen on Robinson. Terry. Yep, that one goes. Terry's got 5 now.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Now here's Robinson. There's a screen by Love. Now here's Robinson. The D's right on him. The shot. Collins with the rebound. Chicago leading by 8. Here's Terry. 5 points in the game. Here's Smith. Count it. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Shooting for Chicago, Kobe White.
And That's good from White. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. White hits them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Jaquez finds Adebayo.
Right there.
Fires for three. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Bulls out in front, up by 12. And we're coming right back. Be sure.
Welcome to the fourth.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Heat trail by 12. They've got Bam Adebayo. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in at the 5, down low. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Adebayo passes to Jaquez. Stolen by Giddey. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. And the Bulls lead by 15. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Over to the wing. Here's Buzelis. Jaquez covers. Rebound Miami. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Adebayo. And stolen by Williams. Here's Buzelis. Oh, a big slam!
Oh, my gosh. The athleticism.
Very encouraging to see Buzelis just going off offensively. This rookie is certainly feeling himself right now, and I love it.
Here's Giddey. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. There's the triple. Rebound Miami. Adebayo with it, guarded by Vucevic. Looking to end the run. Adebayo, no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
He was all alone on that one.
Filling it up. Lonzo Ball, more than a passer.
And stolen by Williams. Ball outside. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Poke loose. Puts it up from 15. And Jaime Jaquez gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Bulls on offense. It's been 10 straight unanswered. Giddey into the lane. Oh, he misses the dunk. The layup might have been a better option for him. Adebayo in the post. Working on Williams. Adebayo passes to Jaquez. Here's Ware. Covered by Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Adebayo. And the 18-footer right on the mark. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Heat trail by 20.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Lonzo Ball.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
There's 38 seconds left in the game. Adebayo against Williams. Adebayo with it. Over Williams. Misses off the right iron.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Here's Buzelis. He takes it in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Josh Giddey is out there with ball. And it's Buzelis in at the 3. Suggs. Vucevic with the block.
Powerful swat by Vuce, showing how effective he can be on D.
It's Giddey with the drive. The layup missed.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Banchero, that's good.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now here's Williams. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Vucevic. Drives to the hoop. Wagner against Williams. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Caldwell Pope, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, and knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Buzelis, no one around him. Again, Chicago.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's Suggs missing. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Vucevic.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Giddey against Caldwell Pope. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Banchero. Rebound by Williams.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And here is Giddey, following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And that one drops for him.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. 5 points in the game. Banchero outside. That three off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Ball kicks to Giddey. Back to Ball. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
Caldwell-Pope pass to Wagner. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago leading by 3. He takes it in, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Banchero, a screen on Ball. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Giddey. Ball feeling it out a bit. And the layup's good off the glass. Ball's got his second basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Both on the floor at the 3 and 5. It's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. And it's Banchero in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Outside Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And one on Caldwell Pope. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Williams drops them both. The Magic trail by 12. Suggs with the ball. No scoring in this one. Takes it inside, and it's in there.
A strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Caldwell Pope against Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. This one for 3, and Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 5 now.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as their shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Here's Wagner. Down low. Here's Banchero. 3 on the clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out to the right wing. There's the pick. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now, here's Suggs. Not a lot of room. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
The Bulls leading by 17. Williams. Left side, Ball. Back to Giddey.
2 minutes.
Orlando grabs the miss. 1:51 left in the first half. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
To stop the drought.
Look, he's a mix of long arms and strength. Vooch is able to disrupt just about any play.
And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic trail by 17. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Caldwell Pope against Giddey. Lets it go from the wing, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points.
And Caldwell Pope able to hit those mid-range shots consistently, but that's one the defense will live with.
Here's Giddey, and he uses the glass on the layup. Giddey's got 5 points now this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Banchero outside. From past the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Suggs against Ball. A special move before the shot. 11 points in the game.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
There's Wagner with the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Williams scanning the floor. Offline with his 3. That's good from Wagner on the assist from Banchero. Wagner's got his first basket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Chicago. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game, great performance by Lonzo Ball.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Jalen Smith is out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Kobe White, then it's Collins, and it's Terry in at the shooting guard position. De Silva, no good. Bulls leading by 17. Terry outside. Smith with a screen on Anthony. Horton-Tucker, the pass to Smith.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Anthony against White. It's Anthony with the drive, and it's Anthony with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick, the setup, the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
A great Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Richard, the steady improvement of Kobe White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and it can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also improved.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Bucket is good. White's got 6 in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
To the middle. And finish off by Collins.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Black, Terry covering, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Magic shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
At the line for
First free throw is good.
Black. 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Smith outside. Here's Horton Tucker. No good on the triple. The Magic trail by 21 to the inside. And Isaac throws it down.
How about the concentration on that? Isaac able to absorb the contact and still finish with a difficult shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. 1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. White looking around. Lets it go with a 3. It's good from long range. White's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Here's De Silva, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Chicago leading by 19. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's White, and they will go over the back on the play.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive, hot shot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
There's 1:17 left in the third. Outside, White. Oh, he misses the dunk. Orlando, they've gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. Really left alone that time. De Silva's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there. Just knows when one of his guys has a clean look. Really out of the right plate defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Carter kicks to Black. Anthony with the screen on Terry. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Black.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
The Bulls leading by 14. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. White against Anthony. White the pass to Horton Tucker. A three-pointer is right on target. Horton Tucker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Black. Terry covering. Pulls up. And again, it's Orlando converting. Here's White. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
and he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. Anthony is out there with Black. And it's De Silva in at the 3 side. This is out there for Orlando. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Evan?
Thank you, David.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Williams against Wagner. Over Williams. Kicks it out to Wagner. Banchero passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Wagner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Giddey against Caldwell Pope. Now here's Giddey. He's guarded close. The kick out to Williams. Now here's Ball. Just 5 on the clock. And Ball slams it in.
When he puts it all together, Ball can put on quite a performance.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Giddey. And the shot goes in.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's Banchero. Banchero, a screen on Vucevic. Wagner kicks to Banchero. Back to Wagner. Williams against Wagner. Clock at 4. The shot. It's all in by the Bulls. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Buzelis. Off target from 3-point range. Wagner with it. Now guarded by Ball. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Caldwell Pope taking over this game. Tremendous confidence he's displaying in his ability.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Now Ball. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. And no good that time. Great defense that time from Banchero.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the right side. Pass to Giddey. Back to Vucevic. Second shot opportunity. Yep, that one goes in there.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feasts from these interior spots.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bulls.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box, there were some great numbers for Josh Giddey.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Here's Ball. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Wagner with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Wagner passes to Wagner. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Outside Williams. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Launches a three. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner outside. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for our reporter, David Aldridge.
teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center. And Wagner gets it to go.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Adebayo is screen on Suggs. Rebounded by Suggs.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Adebayo against Ben Carroll. Wagner with a screen on Adebayo. Wagner in the high post. They get it back. Kicks it out to Wagner. Pass to Suggs. It's stolen by Jaquez. Fast break Miami. Out to the right wing. Adebayo with it. Wagner picks him up. And there it is for him.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Wagner against Jaquez. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
It's good.
Look at Caldwell Pope battling inside. Boy, he fights through that contact, doesn't he?
Hero finds Adebayo. Over Ben Carroll. Here's Ware. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. Over Ben Carroll. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Jaquez.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
Wiggins against Caldwell Pope. Suggs surveys the D. Kicks it out to Wagner. Right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Ben Carroll passes to Wagner. Caldwell Pope for 3. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat trail by 3. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
On the wing, Suggs. He's guarded by Hero. Wagner for 3. Another shot. Suggs with the bucket.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Hero. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Wiggins against Wagner. Releases. Drained it for 2 points.
Yeah, good mechanics on Wiggins' shot right there. Now, he definitely has a natural talent for shooting the ball.
It's Suggs with a drive. Pass to Wagner. And another basket for Orlando.
I'll tell you, when he rises up to shoot, and with his height advantage, oh, he knows he's going to get a clean look.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Wiggins, no good. Magic leading by 5. The pull-up. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Wagner's showing you how you can get out and run in the transition game.
Adebayo is screen on Suggs. Adebayo up top over Ben Carroll. Adebayo, no good. Orlando's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Wiggins with a steal. Jaquez against Wagner. He shoots. They get it again. Where? And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Suggs with it. Banchero with a screen on Hero. The kick out to Banchero. It could go. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Banchero in at the 4. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Caldwell Pope. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. No good from 18.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Hero outside. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep. Hero's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Wagner with a screen on Hero. Here's Suggs. Rebound Miami.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Adebayo. Second shot opportunity. Where? That's good.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from him.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk. It over. Orlando leading. Banchero surveys. Kicks it out to Wagner. Lets the 3 fly. Fires in the triple. Wagner's got 10.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
I'll say this. Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget. Oh, wow! Oh, watch out below. Big finish.
Making the impossible look easy. Wiggins with the great creativity in the air. He typically hangs in the air a little longer than the average bird, though.
Here's Suggs. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. Adebayo with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Beyond the arc. Adebayo, no good.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Caldwell Pope against Wiggins. Wagner with a screen. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Heat trail by 3. Wiggins has space. It's rebounded by Wagner.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Has to Ware. Now here's Hero. And again, no good by Miami. There's 1:54 left in the first half of this one. Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. And Jaquez over to help. Wagner outside. Caldwell Pope with it. Wagner outside. Shot is up. And it falls all over the rim and in. And it's a 7-point Magic lead.
There's so much to like about Wagner's game, but I especially like his shot selection.
Got a piece of it. Wagner with a steal. The finish! Rips down the breakaway slam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in. That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Wagner with a screen on Wiggins. 13 feet out. And Orlando again with the bucket.
You got to give respect to Caldwell Pope's mid-range jump shot. He's got the green light to take this shot, and that green light is always on.
Pass to Adebayo. Over Banchero. Adebayo, no good. Orlando leading by 8. Launches it. Banchero cleaning up the fast break.
Your boy, the confidence of this young man. Banchero with the moonshot.
Wiggins from long range. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Adebayo against Wagner. And Carroll with a screen on Adebayo. And he's going for the U. Perfect execution from Banchero.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
To end the run. Adebayo, no good. Wagner for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Orlando Magic in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, you look at Mo Wagner. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Duncan Robinson. He's out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Highsmith in at the 3. Picked by Carter. Here's Black. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Black's gotten his first points of the night. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, BA. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play. Trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Isaac outside. Anthony outside. Pass to Black. 4 on the clock. Hits the trifecta. Black's got 5 points in the quarter.
Having a scorer's mindset, but Anthony also has to keep others involved. That's a really good pass there.
Now Rozier. 16 feet out. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Anthony, the pass to Isaac. Back to Anthony. Offline with a 3. Heat trail by 13. The 3 is up. The shot, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's De Silva. No good on the triple. And so it's Rozier who brings it up for Miami. Elbow shot. Here's Love. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Orlando leading by 13. Here's Black. 5 points in the game. The 3. De Silva with the bucket.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Oh, that's good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Black. Isaac outside. Anthony, the pass to Black. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
A capable floor general. I love watching Anthony set up his teammates.
Right side Love for three. Can't get it to drop. Orlando has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. For three, Anthony. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And it's Love missing. Magic leading by 19. Out left to the wing. Here's De Silva. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The Magic have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Ooh, a good look from Carter. Rebounded by Jovic. Heat trail by 20. Outside Robinson. This one for three. The rebound by Carter. All alone on the break. By himself. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Robinson for three. That shot is off. Here's Orlando. They're on a 19-7 run. Black, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lets it fly. And again, no good by Miami.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Isaac for three. And so it's Orlando with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Wagner in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Banchero against Wiggins. Wagner on the wing. Banchero with a screen on Adebayo. And there's the lob. Wiggins with a steal. Now Adebayo. Orlando grabs the miss.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Wagner for three. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Caldwell-Pope with it. Hero picks him up. Suggs left side. From the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
The Heat have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Adebayo. Oh, another miss by Adebayo. On the wing, Suggs. Back to Banchero. Takes a three. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Looking to end this cold spell. And down it goes. 2 points.
Yeah, just a tremendous athlete. Bam loves to run. Runs so well at that center position.
Hero against Suggs. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. And the three-pointer goes.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
Pass to Adebayo from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Wiggins against Banchero. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wiggins for 3. Orlando with a rebound. Now here's Suggs.
2 minutes.
A minute 53 left in the 4th. The Magic need to put one up here. Wagner for 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Adebayo. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Caldwell Pope against Wiggins. Now here's Caldwell Pope, guarded closely. The 3 from Suggs. No luck on that one. Miami's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Magic.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Paolo Banchero.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Assertive jumper by Adebayo. I mean, he wanted it, so he took it.
And Suggs, here we go. Wagner outside. And Carroll passes to Wagner. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Suggs. And Carroll with a screen on Wiggins. Inside. Oh, man, Carroll throws it down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Adebayo, no good. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd.
Methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
So here's Miami's starting group. Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in at the 5. Roam in the paint.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter, smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Here's Buzelis, sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice dribble.
Wiggins with it. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. Banked in off the glass.
I think there were some toughness questions around Andrew Wiggins. Not anymore. This guy has become a pretty gritty player.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before.
Oh, that was something else.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Adebayo drives in. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5, a true defensive anchor.
Here's Giddey, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I could settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Shot clock at 6. And here's Adebayo outside. That one doesn't drop. For Chicago, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. On the wing, Williams, covered by Wiggins. Williams, a screen on Adebayo. The kick out to Williams. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Miami, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start up the game.
Good effort as Andrew Wiggins gets out on the break, running the floor. Strong finish.
Outside, ball. Good on the triple.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Adebayo with a screen on ball. Adebayo against ball. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the first. Out to the right wing. Now Vucevic. The offensive rebound. Outside, ball. Giddey with the screen on Hero. Ball, the pass to Giddey. Got it. Good job in the low post. Giddey's got his second basket of the game.
Lonzo does a great job of keeping his head up. Looks for the open man.
Adebayo kicks to Hero. Adebayo with a screen on Williams. And stolen by Williams. In transition, here come the Bulls. Ball against Adebayo. Williams looking over the floor. Over to the wing. Giddey sets the pick for Buzelis. Going inside. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And how about that finish by Buzelis? The rookie getting it done.
Ball against Hero. Here's Ware. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
Ball against Jaquez. Left side, ball. Ball sets a screen for Giddey. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Where good.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Hawkins against Ball. Pass to Buzelis. No good from outside. One-on-one here. Here's Ware. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Adebayo, Tyler Hero out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle, accountability, and will consistently be about their culture.
Hero passes to Adebayo. And Vucevic pulls it down. Bulls leading by 4. Here's Buzelis. 7 points in the game. For the 3. Doesn't go that time. Floats it up for Wiggins. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Wiggins passes to Jaquez. Hero with the screen on Giddey. Kicks it out to Hero. Stolen by Ball.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside. With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Hawkins left side. Wiggins surveying the floor. It's deflected and stolen by Williams. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
Hero way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Hero's got 5. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times that coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
2 minutes.
Jaquez finds Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Now, you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
Ball with the bucket. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Adebayo against Williams. Hero sets the pick for Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Giddey. Williams sets a screen for Giddey. Buries the long-range jumper. And it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
And a nice stroke. That's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Now here's Wiggins. Tight defense on him. Pass to Adebayo. Again, Adebayo missing. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Well, he's a great floor general out there, and you can see that ball is consistent and looking to distribute and find guys in the right spot.
Hawkins with a wide open look. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Chicago leading by 10. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Ball feeling it out a bit. And Ware pulls it down. Ball against Hero. Adebayo with a screen on Ball.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so it's Chicago holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Buzelis displaying his skills today.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now, he's feasting.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got White, Talen Horton-Tucker out there with Smith. Then it's Terry, and it's Collins in at the 5.
Yeah, one part of Duncan Robinson's game doesn't get talked about enough. He is willing to find open teammates.
Knocks it loose. Rozier against White. And White with the stuff.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Up against Terry. Just 5 to shoot. Left side, Love. Off target from the wing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Smith sets the pick for White. Driving in, and the basket is good. White's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. I think that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. White, good. White's got 8 points.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Robinson for 3. Traps in the tray.
Duncan Robinson.
Robinson's got it back down to within single digits for Miami.
That's one of the best three-point shooters got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Smith.
2 minutes.
Smith with the stop.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Terry against Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Okay, Duncan, get up and show those hops.
The Bulls leading by 9. White looking around. Collins setting the big for White. And the 3 off target. The Heat have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Robinson kicks to Rozier. There's a screen by Robinson. And it's Rozier missing. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Robinson passes to Rozier. Pass to Highsmith. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Highsmith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That is good. And the Bulls lead has got down to 7 on the bucket from Robinson.
Robinson doing some work inside at 6'7". He can do that.
White dishes to Terry. Smith for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. 7 seconds left in the third. And here is Robinson. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Chicago going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's...
The time is here.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Yes, you to make some noise.
The Heat trail by 10. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the Heat shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Hero with it. Over Collins. Rebound by Smith. Right side, Collins. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Team foul. Substitution on the board.
Ball against Jaquez. Outside, ball. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Clock is at 3. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And at almost 7 feet, Buzelis is really tough to slow down. And when he's on, there's not much you can do.
Wiggins outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Here's Buzelis. No good with the triple. The Heat have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Goes up, and Adebayo throws it down.
Bam is really good at getting out as a big, running that lane, and being a weapon to finish on the break.
The kick out to Ball. Buzelis, no one around him. From outside the arc, that's good, and so Giddey with the assist. 16 points for Buzelis. Williams against Adebayo. Takes it off the glass.
Just how effective is Bam on the interior? Just does not get out of sorts and takes some highly efficient shots.
On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Adebayo. Giddey sets the pick for Ball. Oh, Giddey in position. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way. And Adebayo throws it down.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Well, he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And it's Miami with another.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Giddey against Hero. And Giddey gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 14.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Ware, a 3-ball. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Takes the 3. And there's Buzelis on the assist by Ball. Ball's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Buzelis.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. Over Buzelis. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Here's Chicago. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Count the basket.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation. Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Again, the miss by the Heat. Here's Giddey. Off target. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. A look at Orlando's opening lineup. The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Ben Carroll in at power forward. And it's Ball off the drive. And he buries his first look.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. That one goes in.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The 3 from Ball. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Wagner, right side. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Suggs. The Bulls making their last shot. Here's Banchero. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Orlando leading. Wagner outside from deep. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Here's Buzelis, defended by Wagner. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
He still needs to fill out to be more physical down there, and that will come with time. But Buzelis can handle his own.
The Magic have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Suggs against Ball. The teardrop. 2 points. That one goes.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after the basket by Orlando. Williams with the screen. Ball finds Williams. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot, and he comes up with a bucket.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the free ball.
On the wing, Suggs. The three is up. Counted from distance. Suggs has got 7.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch. And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Pass to Wagner. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis. And Don C is here tonight in Chicago. No surprise there.
Yeah, not at all. A Chicago native who has actually joined the Bulls as a creative strategy and design advisor. His success as a sportswear brand creator and lifelong Bulls fan has given him such a cool role. What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now here's Suggs. He's got 7. The 3 from Banchero. And another 3 for Orlando.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Ball surveys the floor. 3-pointer, no good. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Banchero with it. Guarded now by Williams. The kick out to Banchero. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Wagner with a screen on Williams. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Williams with the screen. There's Ball with a 3. And that's not going to go. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
On the court for Orlando, the backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. And it's Banchero in at the power forward position. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard, and guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions. Those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And the power finish by Vucevic.
Love it when Vucevic attacks with intent. He has the size and strength to dominate around the cup.
Wagner with a screen on Giddey. Caldwell Pope to the drive. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now here's Ball. From downtown. And Ball throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Back to Caldwell Pope. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey with it. He's got 9. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Giddey. Vucevic with it. And here's Giddey. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. The 3. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by Ball. And now a 3-point Chicago lead.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Ball outside. Ball with another miss.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the turn 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. Here's Suggs. Chicago making their last shot. 1:11 left in the second quarter. Here's Buzelis, defended by Wagner. Outside Giddey, three-pointer. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
And I'll tell you what, for his size, just about 7 feet, Buzelis is a pretty good passer.
Here's Suggs. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. He drops it from range. Caldwell-Pope's got 9.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Caldwell-Pope against ball. 32 seconds left in the second. Pass to Buzelis. Driving to the basket, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Looking agile on the attack, it's so good to see Buzelis taking the initiative on offense and capitalizing.
And the basket is good. Wagner's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Vucevic. 4-3. He's off on that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Chicago ahead, leading by a point. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Smith out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Terry in at the 2. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
White for 3. De Silva with the rebound. Orlando's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. White against Anthony. Smith with a screen on Anthony. Outside White. Launches it. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Black.
Chicago foul. Terry. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Anthony. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Isaac with a screen on White. Anthony with it. Guarded by Smith. White with a steal.
And sometimes you just overpass. I mean, that would have been a good time to just go up with it.
It's good. White's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
On the wing, Anthony. He's guarded by White. Anthony with a bucket.
Anthony.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Outside White. Pass to Horton Tucker. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Magic on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And he goes in for the dunk.
Explosive move by White. Going right up to the rim.
Here's Anthony. Here's Black. He's scoreless. For the lead. Collins with the rebound. The Bulls have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break, after undergoing 3 ankle surgeries in 10 months in 2020 and 2021. Coach Zach Collins has bounced back amazingly.
He really has, Brian. And the injuries have really been the only problem for Zach Collins. He's got size, skill, and toughness. This guy is a very effective player when he's healthy.
His story is inspirational.
It is indeed.
Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And the second free throw is good. Magic trail by 3. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Black passes to Anthony. A rebound by Terry. Chicago leading by 3. Now here's Horton Tucker.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's a screen. Smith outside. White on the wing. Clock at 6. Tries again. Doesn't go for him. Magic trail by 3. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Here's Terry. He's guarded by Anthony. The kick out to White. With the drive. And he dunks it down.
And that is how you finish a drive. Kobe White.
Here's Black. No points so far. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Here's De Silva, defended by Horton Tucker. De Silva, no good. Chicago leading by 3. Horton Tucker, the pass to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Out to Anthony. This one for 3. And it's Chicago with a board.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
White against Anthony. .11 seconds left in the third quarter here.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Third team foul. Shooting for Orlando.
Free throw drops for Anthony.
Anthony at the line for 2.
And Anthony drops them both. And here's White. He's got 6. Takes the 3. Sinks the tray. White's got 9 points here in the second half.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
And so it's the And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Franz Wagner.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Suggs in the point guard.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. Over Williams. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Williams. Pass to Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And Carroll outside. Now here's Wagner. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Fred, you look at the development path for Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
The 3 from Ball. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic trail by 8. Now Caldwell Pope. Pass to Suggs. Wagner with it. The Magic need to put one up here. Here's Banchero. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, look at Banchero, reminding you he can shoot too.
Here's Ball. Here he goes. And Ball throws it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Caldwell Pope with it. Guarded now by Williams. Bam! Now, what execution!
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Giddey against Suggs. They set the screen. Giddey passes to Williams. Williams, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Back to Williams. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Caldwell Pope. The quick look, no good that time. Bulls leading by 6. Here's Buzelis. And he converts the layup.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis. Not shying away from some physicality inside.
On the wing, Suggs. Hounded by Ball. Suggs against Williams. Here's Banchero. Not going to go that time.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Ball outside. To the inside. Vucevic with it. Wagner picks him up. There's a screen. To the middle. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Magic trail by 8. Here's the 3. The offensive rebound. Suggs outside. Open shot, Banchero sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And stepping up when it's clutch time, that's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
44 seconds left to play in the 4th. Ball against Caldwell Pope. Ball passes to Giddey. Shoots from the elbow. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And Carroll with a screen on Giddey. Here's Caldwell Pope. Ball with the rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And so Chicago takes the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy.